Episode 10 is here. What's up, YouTube? It's Monique back with another recap. Power Season 6, Episode 10. So the episode starts off with Ghost leaving a voicemail for Tariq. He basically wants him to understand a few things. He wants him to call him back so they can meet up. Ramona calls Ghost and she tells him to check out the news. And it turns out that it's finally known that he's going to run for lieutenant governor as Loretta's running mate. Sax goes to Warner and lets him know that he should check out Ghost's hotel room, that they might find a little evidence. But Warner, he's feeling a little skeptical. He's like, why would Ghost murder Terry Silver and then leave the evidence in his place? It doesn't make any sense. So Warner doesn't believe Sax. Ramona and Loretta, they meet up with Ghost and talk about his future as lieutenant governor. Loretta finds out that Ghost no longer has a site for the Queen's Child Project. So that immediately turns her off. She's basically like, you can't be my running mate if the QCP project isn't gonna happen. So if you can't get it together and get another site in time for this press conference, then I'm gonna need a new running mate. And who do you think that's gonna be? Tate. And you know he can't wait to get back in there. So Ghost can't have Tate win. That's not gonna happen. So he goes to an old bar he used to frequently visit and he puts down a big offer. But the guy, he doesn't want to sell Ghost the bar because he knows that he's gonna shut down the bar and he can't have that. It's something that he's had for many years and he wants to keep it going. And as Ghost is talking to him, he tells him, you know, I had a daughter and I basically want to make a place for the kids to come to play, to learn some knowledge and not just be in the street life. So the guy, he's listening to his story and then Ghost is looking at the guy's looking at him and he's like, Uncle Gabe, is that you? And then Uncle Gabe's like, I recognize you as soon as you walked in that front door. So, of course, Uncle Gabe is going to give him the bar so he can, you know, make the QCP project. And then they go on to talk about Ghost's father. I didn't know that his father, he had, like, I guess, a run-in with some drug dealers. And instead of, I guess, just letting it go, it seems like he went to the police. And I guess he died because of that. Sergeant Rodriguez decides to talk to Warner. She tells him that they have probable cause to get a search warrant for Ghost. They have the dirt in Terry Silver's car. I guess it matches the dirt at the old QCP project of his. And the fact that I'm sure Ghost, he really wasn't having the fact that Tasha and Terry were having an affair. But Warner, he's not going for that. He says it's not enough information to be probable cause for the warrant. So Rodriguez links up with Sax and they head to Tate's old campaign site. They decide to talk to him to see what he knows that could put Ghost away. So of course, Tate is still salty. He wants to do anything that's gonna mess up Ghost's name. So Sax and Rodriguez, they asked Tate if there's any way that he knew about, you know, Ghost having anger towards Terry, something that would have made him hurt him. So Tate is basically like, yes, you know, Ghost actually told me that he was angry with the fact that Tasha and Terry, they were dealing with each other. So he lied. He even signed an affidavit. And then once Sax and Rodriguez left, Rodriguez was like, I'm not about to lose my career for you. He signed a false affidavit. I could go down, we could all go down, like this is not legal. But instead, they're just gonna go with it for now. Ghost meets up with Simon. Of course, he still needs a silent business partner. He lets him know he has a new QCP site. So he still needs his help. Simon is with it. Simon also tells Ghost that, you know, I have a few projects I want you to look at after this election. Okay, so Ghost agrees. Then he messages Ramona, says, meet me in an hour, I have some good news. So then it goes off and Ghost sees Angela's ghost again. So he's telling Angela he's met somebody new, but he'll never get over her. He still loves her. And I guess Angela's telling him to get over her. and she knows he met someone new, but just don't tell this woman everything because she's not from the old neighborhood and you never know what she could do. Ghost and Ramona, they meet up. He tells her the good news that he has another site for the QCP project, and she's ecstatic. He draws her in for a kiss. She kisses him, he kisses her. It's a little mini makeout session. Rodriguez finally has her search warrant, so she goes into Ghost's hotel. She snoops around. She finds an old shoe of his with some dirt that probably matches the dirt found in Terry Silver's car. She also opens up a cabinet and she finds a cell phone. She puts it in the bag. She gets the people to look it up. And there you go. Ghost finally has his press conference where he's officially announcing that he'll be running for lieutenant governor. That goes well. Then Ghost heads to Raina's gravesite. He's still mourning the loss. He's telling her that he's honoring his word, that he's making the QCP project in honor of her name. Then Tasha comes out of nowhere with some fresh flowers. She tells Ghost that she comes there every week. And, you know, the first thing he does is he's apologizing. He's basically saying sorry for being so aggressive the last time they met, that he didn't mean it. And Tasha, she's not really having that. Tasha knows that Ghost is going to do whatever he needs to do so that he's happy. And he'll neglect anyone's feelings in the process. Ghost is telling her he's finally legit. Like, he's done with the street life. He met someone new. She can finally get out their marriage and be happy. He doesn't need her. And she already knows that he's talking to Ramona, so she knows all of this. Ghost told her that he's not going to let anything or anyone get in his way. Anyone. Rodriguez finally decides to tell Warner that she has evidence that should link Ghost to Terry Silver's murder. She has the dirt on his shoes that should match the dirt in Terry Silver's car from the QCP project, and she has a cell phone. Now, Warner, he's listening to all this evidence, but he's like, why would Ghost kill Terry Silver and then leave the evidence in his hotel? It makes no sense. So he's not believing her. Tate meets up with Ghost. He decides to talk to him. I think Tate was going to let Ghost know that the police were going to, you know, come at him. But then Ghost, he's all big-headed and he has a big ego. He's like, you were never going to beat me. I was always going to win. I'm always going to be on top and you were always going to lose. So then Tate tries again to sort of like tell Ghost what's going on, but Ghost isn't having it. He's still going in. He's still going in with Tate. He's like, you lost, I won. So Tate gives up and he decides not to tell Tate. He decides not to tell Ghost what he told the police. So Tariq meets up with Ghost and he said he doesn't want to fight anymore. So he brings in Dre. Ghost is surprised to see Dre, of course, because he's like, Tariq, this is our enemy. Why is he here? So then Ghost excuses Tariq and he talks to Dre. Dre basically tells Ghost he needs money. And Ghost is like, of course you need money. You need me. You've always needed me. You're a wannabe gangster. I'm going to give you this money, so meet me in an hour. And Dre looking mad, like, all right, and he leaves. Then Ghost calls that guy at his QCP site, the one that was by the metal detector. He says, call the police, send them the footage of the guy going upstairs, and your money will be on your way. Tommy and Ghost meet up. Tommy immediately tells Ghost he knows that he didn't kill Keisha. Ghost is like, I would never kill anyone you loved. I didn't even mean for your father to die. So they're going back and forth. Ghost just comes right out and says, Tommy, I don't need you anymore. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going legit. You're the one that needs me. You're the one that's always needed me. So Ghost goes and then he turns around and then Tommy, he points a gun at him. But then Tommy puts the gun down. I feel like even though Tommy has wanted to kill Ghost, he's not going to because they're like brothers. They're always going to be brothers. So then they start getting shot at, Ghost and Tommy. So then they're shooting back. And then Ghost is worried that Tommy got killed. But then he sees someone else and he sees Tommy missing. Warner asks Saxe about the phone that Rodriguez gave to him as evidence. So Saxe admits that he probably didn't go about things the legal way. And Rodriguez admits to Warner that Saxe is the one that got Tate to sign the affidavit and that it was false. So Rodriguez figures out that Saxe set her up, that he planted the phone and he made sure she was the one that found the evidence. So Warner is basically like, yeah, he played you, or you played yourself. So Tamika, she's there as Saxe's counsel because Warner wants to have Saxe arrested. So Tamika is like, if you have him arrested, this whole case goes down. Your career gets messed up. Rodriguez, your career gets messed up. Everything's over. So you cannot arrest Saxe. You need to just proceed with this case, use the evidence, and try your best to lock up Ghost. So Dre decided to meet up with Ghost, and he got locked up. The police caught him. Then Ghost, he goes to find Vincent. He puts a gun to Vincent's head. He said, I need a favor. So his favor is he wants Vincent to contact the Bureau of Prisons since he has a connect, and he wants to get a burner on the inside. Ghost heads back to his club and he sees Vaz, Angela's sister. She tells him that she knows that he didn't kill Angela, but she thinks that he knows who did. So I think that Ghost was gonna tell her, but then he was like, no, I shouldn't tell her. So he said he can't tell her because he doesn't know. So of course he lied. So Vaz, she gets angry, but neither of them know that Ramona, she came in silently. She's listening to all this. She's trying to figure out what information she may need to know since she's trying to get in a relationship with James. So Vaz, she gets mad because she knows that Ghost knows who killed her sister, but he's obviously not going to tell her. So then Ramona shows up. I didn't even know that she was going to bring up the fact that she heard the conversation. But she tells James, aka Ghost, that, you know, she doesn't want them to have too many secrets, and she heard the conversation. And Ghost is basically like, it's nothing to worry about. Then Ramona goes on to talk about her ex and how there are many secrets and scandals, and she doesn't want their relationship to be like that. So as little bit of secrets as they can, she wants. He gets a text from Tasha and she wants to meet up. So Ghost tells Ramona, I gotta meet up with Tasha. This will be the last time, I swear. So then he goes to meet Tasha at their old penthouse. I guess they got to do a run through and a little checklist before, you know, it's sold to someone else. So, of course, Ghost apologizes again. And then she says, Tariq is in trouble with the feds. Like, are you going to turn him in for Ray Ray's murder? And then Ghost is like, of course not. I would never turn him in. But I do think he needs to confess. We spent all this time to keep him out of trouble, to keep him safe. It's ruining your life. It's ruining mine. He needs to turn himself in. And then Tasha's like, no, you need to turn yourself in. You need to turn yourself in because you're the one that killed Terry Silver. And then Ghost comes back around and he lets Tasha know that he knows that she killed Keisha. She's looking all shocked as Tasha normally does. She's like, what are you talking about? No, I didn't. And then Ghost is like, I know you did. He's like, I'm not going to confess because if I confess and I'm locked up, we're all going down. You're going to jail. I'm going to jail. Tommy's going to jail. Everyone's going down. And I know you don't want that. So Ghost tells Tasha to stay out of his way, that he's legit. Nothing is going to prevent his happiness, not him, her, anyone. And if Tariq confesses, he could get military boot camp or probation. He'll get him a good lawyer. Like, it'll all work out, but he needs to learn from his lesson, even though Ghost isn't going to learn from any of his lessons because he's not going to confess. As Ghost is walking through the old penthouse, he decides to go into Raina's room, and then he starts to reminisce, and then he sees Raina's ghost. And then he's basically saying he's sorry for everything, and he's sorry that Tariq got her into this mess and started making her lie. And then she tells him that Tariq wasn't the one that taught her to lie. It was him. She learned how to lie from Ghost and her mother. That, yeah, she kept it to herself. She didn't even tell Tariq that she was going to go after Ray Ray. She did this, and she lets Ghost know that lies are what costed her life. I messed that all up. She says that the lies are what costed her life, and that everyone should stop lying and confess. He should confess. Tasha should confess. Everyone should just confess. Tariq meets up with Ghost. Ghost tells Tariq he should confess. Then Tariq is like, you lied. You lied to my face. You told me you was going to take the rap. And then Ghost was like, no, you need to confess. And Tariq was like, no, you need to confess. Confess to me everything you've ever done. So Ghost starts telling Tariq things he's done in the past. But then he's like, you need to be a man. You need to confess. I'll get you a lawyer. I'll make it so you just have a minimum punishment. Like, believe in me. And then Tariq was like, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. You told me you was going to take the rap and you didn't. You lied to my face. He said he should have known that was a promise that Ghost could never keep. Ghost, he finally got the burner phone to Tommy's old crew in prison. So he asked him for a favor. He's like, a favor? Why should I do you a favor? And then he's like, for money and revenge. And then he's down. Rodriguez, she tells Tate she doesn't need him anymore. There's no case. The evidence fell through. It's nothing she can do. Ghost feels like the man. He feels like he's at the top of the world. It's nighttime. He's at his club. Ramona meets up with him. He tries to get all touchy-feely with her. And then she's like, no, let's keep this a secret. And then Ghost is like, this is not a secret I'm willing to keep. And then he kisses her. So I guess everyone knows they're a couple. So after Dre got locked up, he decides to use his one phone call to call Sergeant Rodriguez. She comes and she's like, use your one phone call for me. He's like, yeah, I need your help. And she's like, the only way I can help you and the only way I can get you to a sentence of 10 years. And he's like, 10 years? He's like, if you don't do this for me, you'll get life. Is if you tell me that Ghost told you that he was going to kill Terry, that he was angry about it. And Dre did one more thing for her. He said, no, he didn't tell me. I was there. I saw Ghost kill Terry Silver. So that was enough for her. That should be enough for her to get her arrest warrant. Tariq shows up to the club and he's talking to Ghost, and Ghost tells him that he should confess. And I'm guessing that Tariq is trying to make it seem like he's going to confess. And Ghost says he'll be there every step of the way. He's like, trust him. And Tariq, he's kind of saying like, yeah, but I think on the inside of his mind, he's like, I can't trust you. Tamika shows up to Sax's place. She lets Sax know it's over. There's no case against Ghost. In fact, you are going to jail. We have an arrest warrant for you. And it's better that you just show up to the building and surrender. So Sax is in disbelief. He's done all this conniving stuff. He's done everything. He's planted evidence. He's lied. He almost lost his life for the same guy that's not going to jail. So after Tamika leaves, Sax gets his gun and he's debating if he's gonna kill himself or not. Think about it. Everything he's done to prove that this man was guilty, and then it comes back on him and he's the one going to jail. Crazy. So the ending of the show is very suspenseful. It's like Sax is walking around with a gun. Vaz, Angela's sister, she's walking and she shoves a gun in her purse. Tariq is walking down some stairs. Tasha, she's in a hurry. Tommy, he's in a hurry. They're all trying to get the Ghost. Who else? Sergeant Rodriguez, she finally has her arrest warrant for Ghost. So everybody is coming to him and it's like, who's gonna get to him first? And then as Sergeant Rodriguez is going up to the club, she hears a gunshot. And then you see Ghost getting shot and he's falling. So who knows who shot him? In my opinion, let me think about it. I don't know who shot him. I want to say Tariq shot him. But then it's like, there's no way to tell who got to him first. So leave in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Who shot Ghost? Do you think Ghost is going to live or die? I don't think Ghost is going to die. That seems too easy for someone to kill Ghost and he doesn't have to serve any prison time, for him to still get off easy. So I want you to comment down below who you think shot Ghost. Do you think he'll survive? Who do you think is going to go down for it? Thank you for watching this recap. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for the support. And I guess I'll see you all in, I believe, January, where the season resumes. Bye.